هلا بالشباب.
هلا دكتور، كيف حالك؟
هلا الله يخليك. الحمد لله. شو الأخبار؟ طمني عنك عبد الله.
والله تمام، الله يسلمك.
عبد الله هذا صوت مش عبد الإله، هذا الصوت مين؟
لا هذا أنا عبد الله.
ما شاء الله.
بس أنا قاعد النوم.
محلاو صوتك على النوم يا عبد الإله.
الله يسلمك.
شباب أنا I sent a link for YouTube as well. Okay. if you decide to go on both ways it's up to you. ما عندي مشكلة. Okay. فإذا the YouTube أنا برسل على الجروب. The YouTube link is also sent. يلا يا عيال. اللهم صل على النبي. شوف لي يا عبد الإله، تعال نضبط المواضيع أنا وأنت يا عبد الإله. تعال نضبط السبورة مع بعض قبل ما ترجع كل عيال. everyone shows up. شوف لي كده تمام. خلينا ننزلها شوي لتحت. شو رأيك؟ حطها بهذا الشكل.
ايه ليش؟
اوكي and then
يمين شوي صفر.
ايوه
هيك كذا تمام.
يبي لها شوي كده صح؟
فوق شوي بعد.
فوق ولا يعني اطلع كده يعني بهذا الشكل؟
لا العكس.
كده؟
ايوه كذا ممتاز.
طيب
كذا ممتاز.
راح نحاول نطفي اللمبة الخلفية. دقيقة بس خلينا نضبط الدنيا.
خذ راحتك دكتور.
خلينا نضبط الخلفية، اللمبة الخلفية، لأني طلعت على كلاس ثاني ترى. حاول أضبط الإنترنت. طيب شلنا اللمبة الخلفية بس you can still see. يلا يا شباب صبحكم الله بالخير. join in. اللي عنده أي سؤال يا شباب، لأن اليوم I will start with you chapter 18. أوكي. ما أعرف ليش على إيش متسربعين هنا يعني. لا ابدأوا chapter 18. طيب اللي عنده أي سؤال عن أسئلة قبل حليناها مع بعض if you have، أو حتى chapter 16 أو 6. أوكي جايز، لأنه نحن 14 و15 كنا يعني الحمد لله لسه دوام. 16 لحقنا عليه، حلينا أسئلة كالوريمتري بزيادة. بس if you have any question related to 6 or 16 before I start 17 يعني 6 و 16 و 17. If you have anything related to those 3 chapters now you have the question, that's the right time. Okay. يلا يا شباب we need to take attendance. صحوا لي مفتي.
صاحي.
هلا بالزين، هلا بالحلو. والله بدق عليك برب الكعبة، كنت بدق عليك.
يا حبيبي والله.
عشان تقول انتوا كلمتوني. مين انتوا؟ احمد ابو عريش موجود، علي الغامدي موجود، امين يا امين الحته منك راحت فين موجود، عزيز عزوز موجود، مشعل مشعل لازم يحطوا لك عين. حط عين، حط 3 فيها. مشعل يعني حط 3 AL. اكيد يا مشعل خسيت على فراقي صح؟ خسرت وزن. عمر مبارك موجود، محمد مفتي موجود، وعثمان الفوزان ما شاء الله موجود. صباح الخير يا شباب. والعيال الباقيين ما شاء الله لسه نايمين غفلين. يلا طيب خلينا نستفيد من الوقت يا شباب until they show up، لأنه أنا if I go to Schoology they will not like it now. if you have any question related to the topic مثلا chapter 17 go ahead ask يا شباب. open your speaker and throw the question، أو حتى if you want to مثلا تسجلوا سؤالكم على واتساب ترسلوه it's okay، أو حتى على اليوتيوب الكاست كمان عندكم أو على الدسكشن بورد. it's all up to you. يلا I'm waiting for you. Let me go to check who didn't check. دراج غامد 2، مفتي 3، الشمري 4، نواف الهديب 5. وين نواف الهديب؟ نواف الهديب مش اونلاين. نواف الهديب، عبد العزيز الصومالي، ابو عريش 2 لسه ما سجلوا يا شباب. 2 لسه ما سجلوا. مين؟ براء. وين براء؟ براء لسه ما سجل. براء براء مسجل. براء مسجل. مين ما سجل من الشبيبة اللي موجود؟ أنس ما سجل. لا أنس ما سجل. إيه أنس ما سجل. وفي باقي واحد غير أنس. في أنس ما سجل، وفي أبو جويد. في أنس وفي أبو جويد. Yeah. تمام. Those are the notes for chapter 18. I print them out for me يا شباب. You have them on your device. Okay. Can you go reach for your notes? والله did you manage to print them out yesterday؟ تمام. افتح واحد يفتح فيكم سبيكر يكلمني يا شباب.
انا ما كنت عارف ان لازم نطبع اوراق الدكتور.
لا ما مش لازم. علي حبيبي مش لازم تطبعها، بس علشان تقدر تتابع. كيف راح تقدر تشوف الكاميرا لما انت فاتح على الجوال المسألة هذه؟ you can. That's my question.
ممكن اقدر اقرا كل حاجه يعني اذا كتبت على السبوره كل شيء.
طيب حتى لو انت متابع البي دي اف انا حطيته حتى وورد، عشان في بعض الكمبيوتر او بعض التليفونات ما تفتح بي دي اف، فرسلته وورد عادي يعني. any phone can open it.
ايوه اذا موجود عندنا خلاص يعني.
ايه طيب I need you. الله لا يهينك حبيبي. I need you to go to the Schoology, to our section, to virtual school folder, chapter 18. Open the notes. All of you guys. يلا I'll give you 1 minute, 2 minutes, because we are going to start with this. في أحد من الشباب رسلوا يا شباب. مفتي رسلوا. ما شاء الله يا مفتي، ما شاء الله. مفتي on fire اليوم. يلا ارسلوا لي thumbs up when you are ready. okay. يلا هلا زياد، كيفك؟ صباحك الله بالخير. مين معك يا زياد؟ مين دخل معك على صفحة اليوتيوب؟ مين مع زياد على صفحة اليوتيوب يا شباب؟ نواف الهداب. If you didn't sign, it's the right time to take attendance. Otherwise, I'll mark you absent. يلا. تسعة 10 11 في 5 لسه ما طلعوا اونلاين. طيب شباب, are we ready for chapter 18? تسعة 3 12 باقي 4 didn't show up. Okay. طيب let's do this شباب. يلا سموا بسم الله. Did you manage to access your notes? For me, Anna, I think it's better if you print it out. على الأقل you focus on the paper in front of you. You won't be bothered by just, flipping pages on your device. وين أنس؟ أنس ما بين أنس. وأنا نواف الهداب. شباب اللي على اليوتيوب يطلع يحط كومنت عشان أعرف مين. غير زياد. طيب. Okay guys, خلينا نبدأ. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We are going to start chapter 18 today. Chapter 18, in this chapter بإذن الله, we are going to learn lots of applications related to redox reaction. تمام? When I say redox reaction, if you remember, it's a combination of two half reactions, oxidation, which is a loss of electrons, and reduction, a lot of concepts, let's say. We are going, that we can apply actually, we can apply redox reaction, and lots of technologies we can actually apply, or techniques حتى in the lab, we can apply redox reaction. طبعا the first and the best one you know is شباب. It's the most very, and it's the very famous one, which is the galvanic cell. Okay, the galvanic cell, it takes the chemical energy, شباب. It takes the chemical energy and it changes it into electric energy. تمام. Second of all, طبعا if you go back to chapter 17, the chemical reaction that happens in your battery, it's spontaneous. صح? It is spontaneous. So those are the two main features for a galvanic cell. It converts chemical energy to electric energy, and second, it's a spontaneous process. And then we are going to look at other kinds of applications. We are going to talk about electrolysis. Okay, we are going to talk about electrolysis and other applications like concentration cells for redox reaction. Okay. طيب. Now let's start with reminding you of few things that we studied before. How do you identify a redox reaction? Yeah, Shabab, if you go to page 1 in your notes, a redox reaction, let's take an example, guys. Let's take an example. How would we identify a redox reaction? How do you identify a redox reaction? Let's take the simplest example. Let's say you have Na, okay, plus Cl2, A plus Cl2 producing, let's say, NaCl. Let me balance it, multiply by 2 in here, and then I'll multiply by 2 in here. طيب, let me see if this is a redox reaction. Okay, تمام. So what I can see now, what I can say is the following. What's the oxidation number of Na يا شباب؟ The Na is an element صح؟ Na is an element, so its oxidation number is 0. Cl2 is an element, so the oxidation number of each Cl in Cl2 is 0 as well. That's an anionic compound. You have Na plus and Cl minus, yeah? So in here, for sodium it's +1, and then for chloride ion it's -1. In here, what do you have? You have from 0 to +1. As you can see, the oxidation number increases. That's oxidation. Okay, I remember we covered all this. Okay, and then if you go from here to here, oxidation number decreases. That's reduction. Come on. So don't forget, Keshav, admitting that oxidation you have loss of electrons, one or more. Reduction, you have gain of electrons, one or more. Okay, Shabab? If you have any question, just pop out the microphone and ask me the question. Right. So and then the oxidizing agent, if you remember, هو undergoes oxidizing agent هو undergoes reduction صح؟ إذن هو هنا Cl2 وال reducing agent هو Na is oxidized to reduce the other one. So it is the reducing agent. تمام? So any variation, so you have a variation, you have a change. Change in the oxidation number. And then that means it is a redox reaction. Okay? Are we okay, شباب؟ بسيطة المسألة. Now we are going to learn how to assign the oxidation number. We had studied this, but I'm going to remind you about it. Okay? The oxidation number of an atom in an element شباب is equal to what? Oxidation number of elements is what شباب? 0 صح؟ يعني مثلا Na 0 Fe 0 Cu 0 Cl in Cl2 0 F in F2 0. Each atom has an oxidation number of 0 in here in Cl2 and F2. Cu 0. Okay? Second rule, oxidation number of monatomic ion equal to monatomic ion. It's equal to its charge. يعني أنا عندي Na plus, what's the, it's +1. Cl minus, it's -1. O2 -2. Okay? The oxidation number is what يا شباب? It's an algebraic value. You have to say plus كذا, +2, -2, +1, -1, +half, -half. You have to say that. Okay? طيب. Now, طيب in here مثلا we are going to continue this. أنا عندي هنا 9 وعندي هنا 3 يا شباب. عندي 9 موجودين منكم على الزوم، وعندي 3 على اللي هم هديب فيصل، وعندي فيصل MS فيصل وعندي زياد مفروض 3 of you وعندي هنا 10 على عندي 13. في 3 مش مبينين لحد الحين. أنا أنس I don't know where he is صراحة. أنس ما بين اليوم. بين أنس، هذا أنس، بس في واحد طلع دخل وطلع الحين. أنا I will count those heads and then by the end of this period I will take attendance. اوكي سو انا ما عندي رقم لحد الحين تابت، يعني عندي 9 3 12. في 4 مش موجودين على اللايف. مش على الموجود. انس موجود، ابو عريش موجود، امين موجود، جواد مش موجود. يا طيب خلينا نكمل هنا شباب. فاذا in compounds 3 third point in here يا شباب. third point you have what? Can you see when I write there? No, you can't. I have to write it here. طيب third point يا شباب. In compounds oxidation number of F is always -1. أي مركب يا شباب oxidation number على طول -1. يعني if you take NaF that's -1. C مثلا C2F2 that's also -1. Oxidation number of fluoride atom is always, and compound is always -1. Fourth point we talk about the oxidation number of oxygen in compounds. The oxidation number of in compounds, again, oxidation number of O is equal -2. Exceptions, the peroxides. يعني أنا مثلا عندي ال H2O2 okay, oxidation number of each oxygen is -1. So the oxidation number of each oxygen is -1. The peroxide هو O2 2- بالأساس. You have 2 oxygens in each oxygen, and then the sum of their charge is -2. So each oxygen is -1. So in here, don't let it fool you. Okay, شباب, the oxidation number of oxygen in H2O2 as such is equal to -1. طبعا another exception يا شباب we talk about it here is when it is combined with OF2, the highest electronegative element in the periodic table. فال F is -1. فأنتوا عندكم -1 ضربتنا, this is -2. So this one is +2. Pay attention to that. So oxygen in compounds it has طبعا العنصر الأكسجين O2 مثلا the oxidation number of each oxygen in O2 is 0. Ozone O3 the oxidation number is 0 of each oxygen 0 0 0. Okay, this is how it is counted. طيب unless if you have any other question. طيب now I'm reminding you of all this before we start. طيب 5 for hydrogen now. For the element hydrogen. For hydrogen شباب. إنه في ناس ممكن ما تشوف هنا. Okay, all this you have it in your notes. طيب. Number 5 الهيدروجين يا شباب in covalent compounds oxidation number is equal to +1 على طول. يعني أخذته HCl oxidation number of it is +1. مثلا أي compound H2O مثلا oxidation number of oxygen is +1. أي مركب تساهم يا شباب oxidation number of it CH4 oxidation number is +1. تمام؟ Okay. طيب. Now in ionic compounds oxidation number is -1. يعني مثلا NaH that's -1. CaH2 -1. This calcium hydride, sodium hydride. Okay. LiH lithium hydride -1. Okay. جماعة الزوم يا شباب less than 10 minutes the thing will break. Okay. باقي واحد ما طلع اونلاين لسه مدري مين يعني ممنوع التاخير عن 10 دقائق شباب. whoever is absent يعني انا I have to take record يعني مثلا انا لو ما سجلتك absent واحد من الشباب السوبرفايزريه اول من وشافك دخلت بهذه الساعه اونلاين حطيت حضرت انت متاخر وانا ما سجلتك absent I will be in trouble. طيب number 5 number 6 number 6 now. Put it here. The charge مثلا if you take any compound يا شباب sum of oxidation number equal to 0 in neutral compounds, sum of oxidation number equal to the charge in ionic in ions مثلا. صح؟ يعني راح نعطيكم example. If you have مثلا يا شباب C مثلا H2CO3 the sum of oxidation numbers in here is equal to 0. Okay, the 1, the 2, 1. Okay, trying to revise this with you. طيب what's the oxidation number of hydrogen? What's the oxidation number of hydrogen? It's a covalent compound, so it's +1. كم هيدروجين فيه؟ 2. 2 plus 1. For carbon, let's say we don't know what it's X. There's no rule for carbon. Plus كم oxygen? 3 into -2 plus 4. Okay. طيب. Now, if you move on to a different thing. Okay, Shabab. So in here, now, if you take مثلا SO4 2 minus, the sum of all oxidation numbers in here is, let's say, oxidation number of X of S is X. Okay. مين مطلع معين عثمان ومفتي مبارك ومشعل عزيز؟ الهدى موجود وفيصل السهلي موجود وترك الجويد موجود. وين السبعان؟ طيب شباب. So X plus how many oxygens? 4 minus 2. The oxygen man is equal to -2. So X is equal to +6. Don't forget to put the sign as we learned before. This is an algebraic value. Okay? Okay? طيب. Do you have any question? طيب. خليني اشوف مين ما دخل على الاونلاين يا شباب. Now we are going to learn how to revise how to balance an equation, a redox reaction in aqueous medium, acidic medium, and basic medium. If you manage to finish this today, inshallah, everything will be okay. طيب. أبو عريش موجود، علي الغامدي موجود، أمين موجود، عزيز موجود، مشعل موجود، عمر مبارك موجود، مفتي موجود، وعثمان موجود. وعلى على اليوتيوب عندي أبو هديب والسهلي وزياد. 9 و3 12. باقي 4. I can't find them. سبعان واحد منهم. مين بعد يا شباب؟ لأنه we have to start seriously now. سبعان. أمين موجود، زياد موجود، فوزان موجود، علي موجود. وين براء؟ براء دخل وراح. وين براء؟ براء مش موجود. نواف موجود. جواد وين الجواد؟ موجود. جواد موجود. عمر مبارك موجود. السبعان مش موجود. عندي براء السبعان صفار. فيصل السهلي موجود. عبد الإله الشمري وين راح؟ موجود. عبد العزيز موجود. أنس وين أنس؟ أنس موجود. أبو عريش مشعل موجود. عندي 10 و3 13. أوكي في 3 مش موجودين، يعني عندي هنا 10 في 3 في 3 في السبعان وبراء مم. مين بعد يا شباب؟ سبعان وضراء. مين اللي راح على اليوتيوب؟ عبد العزيز الشمري؟ عبد الإله الشمري. طيب شباب، براء وينك براء؟ سبعان وين سبعان؟ طيب تمشي الدنيا. طيب خلينا نكمل. صار عندي في 10 على الزوم، وعندي هنا 5. أجي واحد ما طلع. طيب anyway Zoom is going to be طيب. Let's start studying how to balance a chemical reaction using an aqueous medium. Okay. Okay, let's start. قطع الزوم. حد يرسل الزوم يا شباب على أنا أرسلت اللينك حق الزوم يا شباب. طيب شباب يلا عجل. طيب balancing redox reaction now. In aqueous medium يعني neutral, neither acidic or basic. اوكي اهلا امين، اهلا يا امين. عندي 6 ب8 14، باقي 2 ما دخل. طيب شباب balancing redox reaction in aqueous medium. We are going to take the example that we have in the notes. We have the skeleton of the reaction. المتفاعلات should be this way مثلا. Okay, and then this is producing I minus plus S4O6 2 minus. طبعا I have 3 i's يعني مثلا let's say 3x is equal to minus 1, so x is equal to minus 1 over 3. That's the oxidation number of I in here. What's the oxidation number of I in here is minus 1. As you can see, the oxidation number, طبعا you have this in your notes. Oxidation number is decreasing, that's reduction. Then for the sulfur, you have 2x plus 3 oxygens. Kill oxygen is minus 2, it's equal to minus 2, so x is equal 2x minus 6 equal minus 2, 2x equal 4, x equal plus 2. In here, you have 4x plus 6 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2. 4x is equal to 12 equal 10. X equal to 10 over 4. It's 5 over 2. It's 2.5 plus 2.5. You have it in your notes. Nanonos. Okay. طيب. In here, from plus 2 to plus 2.5, an oxidation number is increasing. That's oxidation. Tamam. Now we'll use half equations. We'll use half equations. We'll start with oxidation half reaction. طيب, before we start this, let's remind ourselves a few things. When you are balancing, what do you balance first, Shabab? We are going to use the half reaction method. What are the rules that we have to follow when we are balancing a chemical? لا. The oxygen comes after. First, what do we balance, Shabab? We balance. First, we balance the elements of the atoms, atoms of elements other than oxygen and hydrogen. Okay? We look at those elements, we balanced. Okay? Then, what do we balance, Shabab? We balance oxygen by adding H2O. Okay, what's the ratio? Kill H2O, there is 1 oxygen. Okay? Then, what do we do next? Huh? Or what's the third rule? Balance the hydrogen by adding H plus. صح؟ تمام؟ والله we can write here. Balance the hydrogen by adding H plus. تمام؟ طيب. What's the last thing we do in here, شباب? What's the last thing, شباب, we do? Balance the charge by adding electron or electrons. صح? Balance the charge by adding electron or electrons. Okay? Okay? Can you hear me, شباب? Can you hear me? طيب.
Yes, we can.
طيب تعال. So فعلا those are the 4 rules. All what you have to do as well, you balance all the elements other than oxygen and hydrogen. You balance the oxygen by adding H2O. You balance the hydrogen by adding H plus. And you balance the charge by adding what, يا شباب? One or more electrons. Admitting that. طيب. Are we good? طيب. You can find all this in your notes as well. هذا balance elements. Balance the element oxygen adding H2O. Balance the element hydrogen adding H plus. وbalance the charge. طبعا الشارج you deal with it like atom، يعني التعامل مع الشارج كأنه الشحنة كأنه ذرة، يعني مضروب باثنين مضروب باثنين أو بثلاثة by adding one or more electrons. So this is practically it. So let's go to the example in here. Let's say oxidation. If the oxidation half reaction. من هي الاكسيديشن هاف رياكشن يا شباب؟ اللي هي انا عندي الاكسيديشن نمبرز انكريزنج، صح؟ اللي هي اذا عندي انا الاس 2 او 3 2 ماينس reducing what يا شباب؟ اس 4 او 6 2 ماينس. طيب don't forget يا شباب oxidation is a loss of electrons. When you talk oxidation is when you say oxidation is a loss of electrons. What does it mean? It means it is producing electrons. Okay, I'm losing electrons, I'm losing money, I'm giving away money. So the electrons should be in the product. Okay, That's for oxidation. That's the trick. We are going to see. I have the elements other than oxygen and hydrogen, S. You have 2s in here and you have 4s in here. So in here you multiply by 2. Okay? Now you balance oxygen. You have 2 times 3, it's 6. In here you have 6. It's already balanced. Hydrogen, you have no hydrogens in here to worry about. Now the charge. The charge, you deal with it like you are balancing the sulfur atoms or the oxygen at the same way. What's the charge in here, Shabab? 2 times minus 2, it's minus 4. Okay, you have to take this into consideration when you're calculating for the charge, the coefficients. So minus 4. What do you have in here? It's 1. So minus 2, so you have to add 2 electrons. Keeping in mind that you are on the proper direction, the right direction. The electrons in here are in the products. That's, you cannot have it in here in an oxidation reaction. Okay? Done. Reduction half reaction, Shabab. Reduction half reaction. Come on. So you're talking about what? I3 minus to I minus. Come on. So you have 3 atoms of iron, of iodine, and then you multiply by 3 in here. You have no oxygen to worry about. You have no hydrogen to worry about at this point. So all what you have to now move on to the charge. What's the charge in here? You have I3 minus. You have 1 in here. So it's minus 1 in here, minus a 3. So you have to add 2 electrons. And it falls well because you know that the reduction is a gain of electrons. I'm gaining electrons. I'm taking electrons to produce something. So in here, this is pretty much everything. Tamam? So now you need to write the overall reaction. How to write the overall reaction, Shabab? How to write the overall reaction? Simply, all what you have to do is combine these two. But what's the only concern when you write these two, when you combine these two? What you have to make sure of? You have to make sure that you have in the overall reaction, that you don't see the electrons. Electrons shouldn't be there. Like if I have 2 in here and I have 2 in here, so I can cancel them out right away. Now if I have 3 in here and I have 2 in here, I have to multiply them by 2 in here and by 3 in here. You have to make sure that you are you have, so to equate the number of electrons on both sides so you can cancel them out. What's the overall reaction? It's very simple. 2s2O3, 2 minus, plus I3 minus, reducing S4O6, 2 minus, plus 3I minus. As simple as that. Okay, it's the simplest example that you can talk about. Okay, this is an aqueous medium. As you can see in the overall reaction, I don't see any H pluses or in the reactants nor the products, حتى ولا OH minus as well in the reactants nor the products. Okay, so do you have any question related to this? Okay, fine. Let's move on. Can we move on? طيب. طيب. Now let's go to another one, Shabab. I will talk about the reaction in page 5, I think, in your notes. Now we'll talk about reaction in acidic media. Okay, now in acidic media. Okay. What's the skeleton? You have SO2, sulfur dioxide, reacting with dichromate to produce what? To produce SO42 minus plus Cr3 plus. Okay? Very good. And here you have x plus 2 into minus 2 is equal to 0, so x is equal to plus 2. That's the oxidation plus 4. That's the oxidation number of sulfur. طبعا there is no exceptions on oxygen. That's why I wrote it out. and I eliminate oxygen. And oxygen there is no يعني I just with a blink of an eye I just look and it notes that there is no peroxides or OF2. So the oxygen will remain of oxidation number of minus 2 in the reactants in the product. So that's why I didn't bother looking at it. طيب the sulfur, what's the oxidation number of sulfur? So x minus 8 equal minus 2, x equal plus 6. X equals plus 6. So in here x is equal plus 6. So as you see, Shabab, the oxidation number in here is increasing. This is oxidation. Whereas in here you have, for this one is plus 3, as you can see. 2x minus 14 equal minus 2, 2x equal plus 12, x equal plus 6 for the chromium. So it's coming from plus 6 to plus 3. So the oxidation number is decreasing in here. That's reduction. تمام؟ Okay? طيب So in here we'll start with oxidation, half reaction. So oxidation half reaction, you do what, Shabab? You have SO2 reducing SO42 minus. Okay? تمام؟ طيب. In here we are to force multiply by 2H2O. طيب. Now for the hydrogen, you have 4 hydrogens, so you add 4H plus. طبعا for the balancing of the charge, I am in oxidation situation, so it should be to the right. So let me count for the charge. What's the total charge in here on this side? The total charge is 0 in here, 4 plus, 2 minus, so 2 plus. I have to add 2 electrons to make it 0 as on the other side. Okay? تمام؟ طيب. Okay, now let's move on. I have 7 in Zoom وعندي 8 موجودين في 15. واحد مش موجود اونلاين. ما ادري مين. طيب. Reduction half reaction. Okay. Reduction half reaction. What do you do now, Shabab? So you have Cr2O7, 2 minus, reducing what? Cr3 plus. So in here, you have 2 Cr, you have to multiply by 2. And then you have 7 oxygens, you have to add 7H2O. You have now 14H, you have to have 14H plus in here. plus how many electrons we should add now? So I have 1 in here, so 1 and the 2 minus 14 plus, I have 12 plus on this side, 12 plus. In here I have 6 plus, so I have to have 6 electrons more. 12 plus and the minus 6, that's plus 6 or 6 plus. Okay, so this is also the reduction half reaction. Okay, this is the reduction half reaction. Tamam? I have to combine both now. Yeah, how do I do that? How do I do that, Shabab? All what I have to do, I check the number of electrons so I can eliminate them. I have 6 electrons in here, sir, and I have 2 electrons in here, so I have to multiply by 3. Okay, and then I will move on. Okay, راح اكتبها هنا تحت منها عشان تشوفوها. So I will have 3 into SO2 plus 2H2O to produce SO4 2 minus plus 14H plus 2 electrons. Okay. طيب. Now you write the overall reaction. You get what, يا شباب? CR2O7 2 minus plus 3 SO2. طيب أنا عندي هنا يا شباب هنا في 4H plus مش 14 4H plus 4H plus. So in here what do you have يا شباب? Pay attention. أنا عندي 14H plus in here صح؟ And then you move on. والله في مي؟ لا في مي. I have in here 3 times 2, this is 6H2O. And then you have in here on this side 7H2O. Okay? Some people will do the multiplication first and then they cancel out. يعني some people will do like this يعني to avoid any mental issue. They are slower than me مثلا. They will write this مثلا again. So you will have 3SO2 plus 6H2O to produce 3. And then you write يعني just they wrote this one. They just expand it. Okay? So what do you do now, Shabab? What's the overall reaction? So CR2 O7 2 minus as it is. Okay. طيب. Plus. So I have this done. Plus 3SO2 كمان done. I have 14H plus 12H plus. I have 14H plus 12H plus. So I have 2H plus. Command done. I have 6H2O, 7H2O. That is also done. So I will have in here, somewhere I will have H2O as well in here. Okay. There's one H2O remaining in here. Okay. So here, the electrons 6 and 6 done. So here, what else now? and the reactants I'm done. You have 2Cr3 plus, also done. And then you have 3SO4, 2 minus, command done. So this is it. Okay. Okay, Shabab. Okay, boys. I can count the charge, the total charge. مثلا هنا the total charge عندي واحد هنا صح؟ 1 times minus 2, this is minus 2. 2 plus the global charge on the reactant site is 0. Okay? Okay? If you don't have any question, we'll finalize the balancing now in basic medium. كمان عطاني زوم يا شباب انه less than 10 minutes it's going to shut down. اوكي جماعة الزوم العظيم، يعني لما يفصل عليكم لا فصل علي زوم I will send you the link again in a minute. يعني I will right away invite you to another meeting, copy the link and put it for you in Schoology in a minute, just 1 minute. يعني be ready for it. في الوقت اللي فصل عليكم انتوا روحوا على الدiscussion board على طول. طيب لا تقعدوا تنتظروا، خلاص فصل روحوا على الدiscussion board. طيب do you have any question؟ اللي عنده سؤال يكتب او يرسل لي voice message على الواتساب او يكلمني على المايك على الزوم. يشوف في اي استفسار؟ امين يا امين ابو عريش عزيز شكوى الله بس. طيب يا امين يا امين الحته منك راحت فين؟ طيب now we'll do the last part in this balancing redox reaction section of your chapter 18. مين عنده اي استفسار يا شباب؟ Now in basic medium يا شباب مثلا I have permanganate and MnO4 plus H2O2 producing what أيها الشباب الأبطال؟ Mn2 plus O2 minus أو MnO لحظة شوي. It's producing MnO2 plus O2. Okay, this is the skeleton. يعني مثلا we are doing titration مثلا KMnO4 K plus we are not looking at it فعندي MnO4 minus with hydrogen peroxide. In basic medium MnO4 minus will convert into MnO2 and then they will be fuzzing بيطلع لي غاز. This gas is O2 as such. Right. Now let's do the game of oxidation numbers assignment. So in here the oxidation number, if you don't want to bother yourself that much. طيب انا عندي هنا x plus 4 oxygen into minus 2 equal minus 2. So x is equal plus 6 for the Mn in here. As for in here, it's x plus 2 into minus 2 equals 0. X is equal plus 4. So in here, what you have, ya shabab, in here, oxidation number is decreasing. This is reduction. It's a very powerful way to verify that this is a redox reaction. And then on this side, ya shabab, what do you have? On this side, that's a peroxide. The oxidation number of oxygen is minus 1. تمام؟ طبعا انا in here I have two kinds of oxygen. عندي الاكسجين اللي هنا okay, its oxidation number is minus 2. صح؟ انا عندي العنصر هنا oxidation number is 0. صح؟ طيب which one I should choose? Which one I should choose? If I choose going from minus 1 to minus 2, that would be from minus 1 from minus to minus 2, that's decreasing. صح؟ يعني I will have two decreasings. It's impossible. In a redox reaction, we have one increasing and one decreasing, one reduction, one oxidation. So the only possibility for me is to choose this one. So oxidation number in here is increasing. That's oxidation. لأنك لو رحت بهذا الاتجاه أنت من minus 2 to from minus 1 to minus 2, that's decreasing. That's another reduction. It's a redox reaction. It's an oxidation reduction reaction. So you have to have oxidation and reduction coming along to have a redox reaction. Okay. So now we can write oxidation have reaction here for H2O2 to produce O2. صح? Elements other than oxygen and hydrogen, there is none. O2 is balanced. Now hydrogen you have to add. You have to add 2H plus. صح? So 2 hydrogen, 2 oxygen, 2 hydrogen, 2 oxygen, and plus 2 electrons. Okay, always the oxidation, it's a loss of electrons. Okay? Reduction half reaction. You have MnO4 minus to produce what, ya shabab? Mn2 plus. Let's balance the elements other than oxygen and hydrogen. So you have Mn in the many. You have 4 oxygens, so you have to add 4 H2O. 4 H2O. So 4 oxygen, 4 oxygen, صح? Then 8 hydrogens, so I have to have 8H plus. So elements, oxygen, hydrogen, all balanced. Now the charge. The total charge in here يا شباب is plus 2. صح؟ We're done in here. طيب لأنه ليش؟ لأنه reduction I should have the electrons in here. It's a gain. Again. In here 8 plus 1 minus. So plus 7. صح؟ Plus 7. I want to make it plus 2, so I have to add 5 electrons. Okay? تمام؟ طيب. Now what do I do يا شباب? I just add everything with respect, of course, after having the same, equating the number of electrons. طيب يعني I have to multiply by 5 in here, and I have to multiply by 2 in here. ليش؟ لأنه 5 times 2 10 electrons, 2 times 5 10 electrons. Okay? Can we do that? Okay? Do you have any question? طيب. فأنا I'm checking the notes. You have it in the notes, this part. أنا حاططها steps شباب step 1 step 2 step 3 إلى step 8 يعني أو إلى آخره. طيب now what do we do شباب؟ Five H2O2, it will produce 5O2 plus 10H plus 10H plus 10 electrons. Okay شباب؟ ها؟ تمام؟ You have any question? طيب and then the second one after 2MnO4 minus plus 16H plus 10 electrons. I'm just copying it again. 2Mn2 plus 8.
No, sorry. What's here? This one. And this wall. And nobody says. Thanks.
Okay, the link is sent يا شباب. يلا join in. Three 77191. Yeah, 1 minute.
السلام عليكم.
Okay, everyone is here. Everyone is here شباب. The link is sent and everything is okay. أموركم طيبة إن شاء الله. We'll carry on now. Okay شباب. All of us are here. All of us are here. طيب, let's carry on now شباب. طيب. Now I finished the multiplying, equating the number of electrons. Okay, so I can eliminate them. What do I do now next? I just look at it. طيب. 10 electrons this side and 10 electrons this side. صح؟ طيب. I have 5H2O2 in here plus 2MnO4 minus. So all what I did is show up, I expanded the equation. And I expanded. I multiplied by 5 and then I multiplied by 2. That's it. And then I will combine the two equations and then in a simplified way. So I added this. Right. I have 16H plus and I have 10H plus. That's 6H plus. Okay, I'm done with all this. Right. Now it will produce 5O2 plus 2Mn. Okay. اوكي شباب؟ طيب in here I have a problem يا شباب. in here it's not a problem. I have like some kind of a contradiction in here. If I look at the overall reaction, which is in what I wrote in here, I notice I have an H plus. Okay, that means the reaction is happening in an acidic, is occurring in an acidic medium. Okay, but this is not the case. We started by saying that the reaction is happening in a basic medium. So what's happening in here? The teacher and the lab manual said we have to add مثلا 1 or 2 milliliters of KOH inside the reaction, inside the solution. But when I try to balance it, I see H plus, acidic medium. So in here, Shabab, the balancing is not done yet. At this point, the balancing is not done yet. So we'll go around this issue. We'll go around this issue. What you have to do now, Shabab? It's very simple. You are going to eliminate the H plus from your equation. How to eliminate the H plus? By adding OH minus, as simple as that. How many H plus do you have in here, Shabab? How many H plus? مين بيفتح سبيكر بيتبرع بجاوب؟ ها 6 شاطر. So in here you have to have 6 الله يحفظك 6 OH minus صح؟ So you have 6H plus and 6 OH minus صح؟ That's 6H2O صح؟ طيب in here you have H2O2 8H2O صح؟ You have 8H2O. So what would be your over? Now I will erase overall and I will write it in 2MnO4 minus. خلاص, I have in here, and then I will do that. It will produce 5O2 plus 2Mn2 plus 2H2. Okay? طيب. Do you have any question? طيب, let's check the 2Mn. 2Mn. 5 times 2, this is 10. 10. 2 plus 4, 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 4, 8. Plus 10, 18. 18 oxygen, 18. So 5 times 2, 10. Where is it? Did we do any mistake in here? Multiplied by, no, 5 times 10. في غلطة هنا يا شباب. صح. not balanced. لا, it should be balanced. It should be balanced. It should be balanced. It's not 5H2O2. It's actually 3H2O2. Multiplied by how much in here? في مشكلة في البالانسينج ولا لا؟ في عندي مشكلة أنا في البالانسينج. I made a wait guys, acid basic balance in half reaction. balance MnO4 minus MnO2. أنا هنا غلطت يا شباب. هنا في MnO2 مش MnO plus. واحد, no one was awake. In here 2MnO2. Okay? Okay? I made a mistake. Instead of writing MnO2, I wrote Mn2 plus. ليش يا شباب I make this mistake? لأنه we should remember one thing. In acidic medium, MnO4 minus converts into Mn2 plus. Which is most of the cases. احنا we have this default انه whenever we say MnO4 minus بيتحول الى Mn2 plus لانه acidic medium. MnO2 is a solid بيشبه القهوه شباب. It's brown powder. Okay, now let's look at the balancing من جديد شباب. So I have 5 times 2 10 10 plus 4 14 plus 2 16. What do I have in here? 10 plus 8 18. في بعد في مشكلة عندي في المكان هنا. In here the balancing wasn't right. خليني أشوف أنا عندي what did I do, what mistake did I did in here. I have to multiply the balancing, the charge balancing is not right, صح? I made a huge mistake. Let's look at it in a different way. Hello. Now let's look at this. Mn. Okay, you have 4 oxygen. You have 4 oxygen. You don't have to have this. Let me see. I will rewrite this. Okay. So Mn. 4 oxygen, 2 oxygen. I will add 2 water. And then I will add 4 H plus. And then I will add how much, Shabab? How many electrons I will add now? ها؟ غلطت يا شباب، أنا حطيت هنا من غير MnO2 حطيت Mn2 plus. ضربت الدنيا. فأنا عندي هنا بيطلع 3 electrons. Okay? Now it's okay. For the one be above, H2O2 producing O2. So in here, for this one, it should be like this, producing O2, صح? And then you have 2H plus in here and 2 electrons in here. شفتوا أنا غلطتي كانت بسيطة. Instead of writing MnO2, I wrote Mn2 plus. This is the proper balancing now. Okay? طيب, I have 2 electrons and 3 electrons. I have to multiply by 2 in here and then multiply by 3 in here. اختلف الموضوع كليا. اختلف الموضوع كليا. So Allah alaykum, this is a strong lesson for you to be awake when you are doing this. If you snooze, you lose. طيب. So what do you do in here, Shabab? So you have 3H2O2 plus 2MnO4 minus. And here you have 3 times 2, you have 6H plus. In here you have 8H plus. You end up with 2H plus. Okay? And then 2MnO2. And then you have 3 times O2, 3O2. Okay? And then for water, you have only water in here, 4H2O. Now let's check. شباب. أنا عندي 2Mn, عندي 2Mn. عندي 2 times 4, 8. 3 times 2, 6. 6 and 8, 14. You have 2 times 2, 4. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 4, 14. 14 oxygen. You have 8 hydrogen. You have 3 times 2, 6 plus 2 hydrogen. 2 minus 2 plus 0. So it is balanced. So this one was wrong. Okay? Okay, شباب؟ تمام؟ اللي مش تمام يرسل يا شباب. And I multiplied this by 3. كل شيء by 3. Or I multiplied this by 2 and then I did the combination, the addition of the two equations, and this is what I got. تمام؟ تمام شباب؟ طيب. Again, I will say again what I said before. اللي عنده أي استفسار يسأل الشباب. There's no point of continuing if you are not understanding what you just saw on the board. طيب. Now, as I said, I have to eliminate H plus because we agreed it's a basic. It's a basic medium. So you add 2H minus in here. Okay. So that's 2H2O. And then, of course, if you add something in here, you have to add it. You have to add it in here as well. Come on. Okay. So in here, what do you have, Shabab? Let's rewrite it again. Overall reaction. Overall reaction. So 3H2O2 plus 2MnO4 minus. طيب. عندي هنا 2H2O هنا 4H2O. It will go to produce 2MnO2 plus 3O2 plus 2H2O يظل plus 2OH minus. Okay. What's the total charge on this side? It's 2 minus. Here, 2 minus. Okay, Shabab. Do you have any questions, Shabab? So how many mediums we can see when we talk about redox reaction? We talk about 3 kinds of mediums: neutral mediums and aqueous medium, neutral medium, acidic medium. You should see when you write the redox reaction in acidic medium, you should actually see an H plus in your equation. Okay, it's not a catalyst, Shabab. يعني why we add H plus? we acidify KMnO4. So when التجربة in trimester 1 or 2, I think, we acidify KMnO4 بنروح من تحت الهود and we put few drops of H2SO4. That's a reactant. يعني it's not a catalyst. The redox reaction as it is will not happen if you have one ingredient which is missing. Okay? طيب, in basic medium, you should see in your equation OH minus. So it would feed itself with OH minus. But to kick it off, we have to have a little bit of few drops of KOH, let's say, in the medium. Tamam? Okay? Do you have any questions, Shabab? This is 2. This is 2, huh? مين عنده أي سؤال يا شباب؟ تمام شباب؟ اللي عنده أي سؤال يسأل يا شباب. طيب. I have this page, I think, as well. It's page 10. I will give 1 more minute, unless if you have any question before I talk about it. And this is a revision. يعني أنا سويت لكم revision للي قبل. يعني usually teachers they avoid doing this. They just على طول galvanic cell. Okay? Just trying to refresh and update your information. Okay? اللي عنده أي سؤال يسأل يا شباب. يرسل على الواتساب، يرسل على البورد، discussion board، يرسل لي على سكولوجي، على شو اسمه ده، على زوم، يفتح سبيكر، او يكلمني اونلاين على يوتيوب. في اي استفسار؟ طيب، وضحت الفكره يا شباب؟ طيب، now I will discuss few things يا شباب related to If you go to page 10, Shabab, next time we meet, try to have a hard copy of your notes. you put it in front of you, and as I'm working, you work with me. You just edit your notes according to your needs. It's better than just following on your phone. اوكي طيب في صفحة 10 مثلا let's say for MnO4 minus. Okay, it will convert in acidic medium to MnO2 plus. MnO4 minus in acidic medium. In basic medium, it will be converted into MnO2. Okay. طيب we'll stop at this point يا شباب. احنا we'll stop at this point. طيب. So next time يا شباب we meet you. Okay. اسمعوني شوي يا شباب. The first minutes are very critical. I can be flexible according to instructions with you. Mark your present.